If you have been running Facebook ads for a while, you probably ask yourself, what is the perfect budget? The perfect budget to test a product. And this is the video today. I'm going to answer what budget do you actually need for each product that you test? Because yes, there is a different budget depending on the type of product that you're testing. And obviously, there's a budget that we use most of the time for a simple reason. And this is going to be an incredible video because if you have any question whatsoever about budgets, we're going to tackle everything. And I'm going to let you know what me and my brother we have learned over those 8 years. And let's dive in. Let's not waste any more time. Okay. So the first thing that you need to understand is that budget is very crucial. It's very crucial. Why? Because it will let you know how fast or how slow you're getting your data. But before I continue, guys, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video. We make a lot of videos every single day. We are trying to restructure our YouTube channel to make it more appealing, more interesting. If you have any idea whatsoever, let us know down in the comments. And thank you again for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Okay, so let's not waste any more time. Like I said, that this is time. And what do you mean by time? Let me explain, you guys. So if you have a product, let's say that your product has a $40 profit margin. So if you're spending $10 a day, on average, you will need to spend 4 days in order to get to gather enough data to know if you should kill the product or scale the product or maintain it at the level that it is. So that's $10 per day. But what about $5 per day? So I don't know what is let me pull up a calculator. So 40 divided by 5. Okay, so it's 8. So now you have 8 days worth of data that you need to wait. And that's the thing. When you're doing drop shipping, it's a game of yes, strategy, but it's a game of volume. You want to test products, consistently every week. You want to test a few products in order, to find your winning products. But if one product takes you 8 days worth of data, that's way too long. It means that every 8 days, every 16 days, two products, it's way too long. So how and what is the perfect budget? Well, the first thing that you need to understand is that most dropshippers are going to sell products that have between 20 to $60 profit margin. That's the average. Obviously, there's dropshippers that sell high ticket items. There's people that want to try that, and we've tried it as well. But on average, most dropshippers, everybody that starts, are not going to start selling those $2,000 items, are going to start selling between $20 to $60 items worth of profit. Okay. So if you have a $20 per profit item or $40 profit per item, you need to understand a simple rule. What is that simple rule? Is you don't want to have, let's say your profit margin again is $40. You don't want to put it at 40. You don't want to put everything in one day. Why? Because maybe it's a bad day. You don't know. So normally what I like to have is 2 to 3 days worth of data. So I would do a simple, let's say, for a $40, I will do $20 per day, or I will do, no, not 10, but 20, 25. But around normally 20 is a clean number. So you end up with a clean number. So $20. If it's 60, I'll leave it at 20 as well. If it's 20, then maybe 20 profit margin, then maybe I will do 10. Like I said, I want to give my ads at least 2 to 3 days in order to optimize. And maybe today is not a good day, but tomorrow is going to be a better day. And over a period of 2 days, if it's not doing well, then I'll just move on. And that's the thing that you need to understand. And that's why, high ticket items, not a lot of drop shippers are doing it because let's say you're selling a couch, a sofa, and that sofa, you have $600 profit on it. In order for you to test that, you need to do like $200 per day. that's becoming quite expensive. But if you have a phone case, if you're selling a phone case, if you're selling a leather wallet, if you're selling like a something cosmetic related, between $20 to $60 is more than enough budget to know. And like I said, I speak in terms of profit because I don't care about the revenue. I don't care about if my product costs $60. What I care about, okay, it costs $60, but what do I do have in my pocket after I pay my supplier? Well, after that I pay my supplier, I have a clean 40 or a clean 30. Well, perfect. That's what I'm going to base my budget around. I'm not going to base my budget on, oh, it's $60, so $20 a day for 3 days. No, because that's not the money in my pocket. This is just the overall price of the product. I always look at what is that I'm keeping in my pocket in order to base my daily budget. So, like I said, you want to have 2 to 3 days. You could do 8 days, to be honest, but it's just too long. And what, you're going to test like 5 products per year? That doesn't make any sense. Our students on average are tested 2, 3 products per week, and that's enough to find a winning product quite quickly. But if you only test like 1 product per month, you can find a winning product. It's just going to take longer. Same thing for the person who goes to the gym 5 times per week or the person who goes 1 time per week. You're going to be healthy. You're going to maybe build muscle, but way less and way faster than the person who goes 5 times per week. That's just logic. So if I have like again, a $80 profit margin, let's throw this out there, $80 profit margin, maybe I will do um 20, 20 again, because it's clean. I like round numbers. So 20, 20, 20, 24, 4 days. 4 days would be my limit. If I want to push it because I want more data faster, I'll do maybe 30. So 30, maybe I'll do like 2 days and 1 day in the middle, whatever. But this is if I want, like, okay, I'm testing this product fast because I want to know what's going on. But that's the thing. That's why like there's not a specific budget, because let's say that you have a couch. Like I told you, a couch, you have $600 profit and you do five dollar per day. You'll need 120 days in order to know if that couch is viable or not. That makes no sense whatsoever. Now it's easy because most dropshippers, they play with small numbers, with small products. But eventually you want to sell more high ticket items. There's more profit, they're more consistent. So you'll need to spend more money. It requires money to make money. This is very simple. Obviously, some people are luckier than others. Some people find a winning product quite quickly. Others take a little bit of much more time. But you want to know something? Me and my brother, we never have been lucky, ever. And I don't want to be lucky. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for strategies that I can follow consistently and that I know that I'm going to make a profit. And everyone that I saw that were lucky, very few are still relevant today. Look, I've been doing dropshipping 8 years and I'm still doing dropshipping 8 years later. I'm doing something right. So when it comes down to the budget, that's the way that I do it. Again, so if you have a $30 profit margin, then I will do $10 per day. If you have let's say $100 profit margin, then I will do so maybe $25 per day. So that's what I do around. So when everyone speaks like, oh, what's your budget? And they all have the same budget, I'm like, you know, you guys don't know how to do it, because depending the products, you're going to adjust your strategy. You're going to adjust everything. Obviously, there's a pure hardcore strategy that you need to follow. But overall, if you're testing different type of products, then your budget needs to be adjusted accordingly. So, and again, maybe the people that are testing the same budget test the same kind of product with the same type of profit. But I guarantee you that someone who tests high ticket items is not going to start with a $20 budget. That's a guarantee, or a $5 budget. But yes, if you're on average, you test product between $30 to $70 profit margin, then yes, you can have, let's say, a clean $20 and be like, okay, I'm just going to keep it this way and I'm going to work around my data. But like I said, you can be like, oh, I have a smaller product. Let me do $5 per day to give it more days. Or let me do $10 per day if I have 30 to give it 3 days. Because Facebook does optimize in a period window of 2 to 3 days. That's the best. Yes, if you have a winning product right off the bat, it doesn't matter what day, it doesn't matter what product you have, you're going to make money. A winning product is a winning product no matter what. But sometimes some winning products are less strong than others. So we need to give it more chance and we need to let it optimize. You don't know how many times we had a product that at first started and didn't do good at all on the second day and third day made a lot of sales. And we're like, what the hell happened? But it's just what it is. So, hey guys, hopefully that you understood how the budget work, how we go around it, and when you're testing a product, what should you do? So, if you want to test a bigger product, you need to spend more. If not, you'll need to wait more. And if you want to test a smaller product, you can test with smaller budget. Or if you want more data, then you can test with bigger budget as well. But keep in mind, it needs to be a balance because it needs to be between a 2 to 3 day window. This is the best for Facebook in order to optimize. So wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any question, let us know down below and see you on the next video. Peace out.